Good morning. We are here back at Goodyear once again, and 7:30 in the morning here. The technicians get here at 8, and since I'm first in line, they'll get me up on the rack and do an alignment on it, and they're gonna check the tires and the balance to make sure there's not like a bad tire as well. So hopefully today is the day that we get out of here. I was at the truck stop last night at Love's, and they have the keychains for, you know, the state souvenir keychains, and one of them it's like the shape of a heart, and it says, "I love Arkansas." I wanted to buy that so bad to have on the key for this truck to remind me of this journey because I probably don't love Arkansas. Actually, a lot of the drivers have been super annoying. I don't know why they do this, but every time we come up to like an exit, they start slowing down like 2 miles before the exit. And like the truck speed limit out here is 70, and I think cars is 75, but we'll be doing like 50. And it's like, why? Why? It's not like I'm in a super rush everywhere, but I mean, that just seems really weird to me because I'm not used to people driving like that. I mean, nobody else does that where I go. So I've been noticing it like literally everywhere that I've gone out here. I just don't get it. I don't know what kind of burrito this is yet. It's a surprise burrito. I still don't know what it is. Maybe a sausage and egg. I have no clue. I'm not trying to show you guys my food, but I mean, it's just an egg. Weird. I don't know if Martin filled you guys in. He was supposed to go to work yesterday, and he gets there and fancy wheel seal went out, and it was leaking pretty bad. So he called Siva, and he said, can I take this load in the morning, or can I go home and get our other truck? And the load, this is at 9 p.m., and the load's set to leave at 11, and they absolutely would not let him go get Tyler, and because it was going to take too long, even though he literally had 2 hours before the load was even supposed to be technically going. But they absolutely would not let him go get our other truck. They said, no, we have another carrier that'll come get it right now. So I'm waiting for Martin to get up, but that's crap, you know, because we have a pretty good service record for Siva, and they got a lot of changes happening. Can't say we like all of them, and I don't know why they had to be that way with this load. That's behind me, that guy, he wasn't in his truck. He was in the truck stop dicking around, and I was actually over in the lane to his left, and the guy that was in this lane pulled out and it was just sitting there vacant. So I look over and it's like, man, dude's not even in this dang truck. So I cut in front of him because I had enough room to do it. I ain't got no shame. My guy, you snooze, you lose. If you ain't in your truck, you're gonna lose your spot. Now I just see he backed out of here. It's like, okay, that's weird. But there's like all sorts of trucks here where like the drivers, they're not even in their truck and they're like super far back from the pumps. Like, look, see that guy right there? The pump right next to me is wide open. He's not in his truck and he's way back there when somebody, you know, like the guy in the pump next to him could be using that line. I just, people are so dang rude that they'll get out of the truck at the fuel island, go in the fuel stop, in the truck stop, and just be good with that. I don't know how you be good with that, because to me that's just like super rude. Super rude. Anyway, we're here in Oklahoma. God dang. Weber Falls. I was going to fuel originally in Oklahoma City, but fuel's not so cheap there now, so we're just going to fill it up here. I got to put some def in this also because it's low, so we'll do that and pull forward, obviously. And I gotta go buy a Bluetooth because I lost my Bluetooth yesterday, and I'm really disappointed that I did that. So I would like to be able to have the option to check in at home while I'm driving if I need to. So I gotta get me a Bluetooth. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Bitching about other truckers and getting fuel. So the pump on the other side has been done for probably at least 5-6 minutes now. This side's just trickling away, so I'm waiting. Feeling kind of like a jackass though, because I got a guy behind me in his pickup truck waiting, and it's like, I swear it's not my deal, it's the pump guy. But one of the drivers in the truck next to me was complimenting this truck. Loved the color, thought it looked real nice with all the shiny stuff. So I do appreciate that. That's nice to hear. But this pump is ridiculous. It's like just barely trickling out. I just don't get it. I just don't get it at all. See what I'm dealing with? Stupid. So I saw a little CB shop. Weird noises. I saw a little CB shop here across from the Loves, so I decided to come on over and see if they can help me figure out what the guy that had this truck before me has going on, because it looks like he probably had a pretty big radio in here at one point, and the coax looks like it probably went into like some sort of an amp, and then he had the amp tied into a factory coax maybe, I don't know, but I can't figure out where the antenna goes, and so I'm having them take a look to see if they can figure anything out about it, because it'd be nice to have my radio to go home, because you know I went to the effort of bringing it. It's all apart. We're trying to figure out this coax thing. It's a mystery. Alright, so I have a whole bunch of coax that's underneath the bunk from the pre-existing owner. What we've done is we've taken an adapter and we've married it onto another coax cable, which you can see right there. It runs down, goes underneath this cabinet, and then we're going to make it go under here, and then up there, and over here to the radio. It's toasty. It's almost 100 here. So CB radio is in the truck. Seems to be functioning. They did say that my Galaxy, though, is really low on power. Like, it's putting out like 8 watt, and it's supposed to put out a whole heck of a lot more. So we'll get that looked at another time. I want to go home, so we're going to do just that. But if you're ever out here, I think I said the town's Weber Falls or something like that. If you're ever out here and you need CV work, these guys, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool, and they got me taken care of with everything that I needed. They have quite a big selection in that little tiny building there. So Eldorado CV Shop is the name, and I think they run on channel 21 if you're driving by here. So let's see how far we can get today.
Leaving this place, the sun's about to break. You're riding shotgun, the feeling we chase. I'm wide awake, take me away now. 'Cause I won't go down the same old path again now. No, I've been running out of air, so let me catch my breath. Feeling I've got's making me crazy. If I'm having a good time, don't you blame me. Yeah, this feeling I've got's making me crazy, making me crazy. So I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive.
Alright guys, we're here at the Big Texan. We're gonna go in and do the 72-ounce steak challenge. We are gonna see though if there's a long wait for a table. It's pretty packed here, but I feel like it's usually pretty packed, but we'll see. It's incredibly stinky here today in Amarillo, Texas, and dusty and windy. The wait is an hour and a half for party of one. We're not waiting.
Hear your fortune from Zoltar. Ah, yes. It looks like today must be your lucky day, for I see relaxation in your future. Have no worries about your troubles, my friend. Zoltar has
Well, where's my fortune, Zoltar? Zoltar ripped me off. I did not get my fortune. I don't know where to go eat. I have not a freaking clue. I feel a little overwhelmed here because there's just so many dang people, and I don't I don't like being in crowded situations. They stress me out just a little. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna drive over to the Cadillac Ranch because I have never been there, and while I was looking on my Google Maps to try to figure out if there's any other food options that didn't feel overwhelming, I saw it on the map, and I thought, you know, I have never been there. I'm gonna go there. So we're got on GPS. We're gonna drive to the Cadillac Ranch while it's still daylight and look at some buried caddies, because you know you should do that at least once in your life, man. So Zoltar, we have a thing, and the last time I was here, Zoltar, basically it was when we bought Tiny, and we're coming back to Tiny, and Zoltar told me, you ain't moving. And Zoltar apparently was right, because well, we haven't moved. And he said that I needed to find reasons to fall in love with my town, because we're gonna be there. And I was so mad at Zoltar. So today, you know, I give him my $1, and he probably couldn't hear it, but what he was saying is on the verbal fortune that a vacation and relaxation is in my future here very soon, which yes it is, because we're supposed to go to the Oregon Dunes, although I'm trying to personally bitch out of doing that, kind of, because well, Siva took away our job for this week and gave it to somebody else. Wouldn't even give us an opportunity to service our lane. That kind of is agitating. And because we lost the money of that for the week, I don't know if I want to lose the money for our vacation. So I'm thinking about it. And then, you know, I went to go get my fortune, and Zoltar did not give me my fortune. It's like, really? Really? So, who knows what would have been on there. I would have liked to have known, though. So, till we come through here again, Zoltar, hopefully next time you won't withhold my fortune. Go to the Cadillac Ranch. Guys, in all my years of being a truck driver and passing through Amarillo, I can honestly say I didn't have a single clue that the Cadillac Ranch was actually here. Had I realized that, I would have stopped years ago. So my oldest son would absolutely love this place. That's an inside joke for those who know. Oh, let me describe this for you. It's slightly chilly. I wish I brought my flannel. It's obviously windy. I know you guys can hear the wind noise, and I apologize for that. And you can smell the spray paint in the air, because there's people like right there doing their art. So it's kind of neat. Well guys, that was honestly pretty dang cool. Come to think of it, I don't think I've actually stopped at anything Americana or iconic or any of that in any of my years of trucking. I think I've always been too busy trucking to take the time to stop at some of these roadside wonders, if you will. And so that was pretty neat. I'm really glad that I hopped on Google to try to find somewhere to eat, and I just happened to catch that it was here. And I just, again, I can't believe in 18 years of trucking going through here that I never knew it was here. So once again, I do apologize for the wind noise. It's Texas. Texas always blows. Or is it Texas sucks? It's one of those. I'm smiling because as I was leaving the Cadillac Ranch, there's these two old ladies and they're doing the arm pump. And I'm like, that's so awesome. So I had to give them the train horns, and they're just sitting there clapping and cheering. And I just thought, man, I wish I turned the camera on, but I had it off. But that was so stinking cool. It was old ladies, like little gray-haired old ladies, probably in their 70s at least, maybe older. That was so rad. Oh man, I'm glad I stopped. That was cool. I've never done that before, and I found a certain joy in that. And then I got rewarded with the arm pump. So cool. We're gonna stop up here at Love's. I'm gonna wash my windows, see if they have anything I want to eat. If they don't, oh, they have Godfather's Pizza. I'm gonna have Godfather's Pizza unless they don't have any. But yeah, we're gonna at least wash the windows. And I don't know how far we'll go tonight. I'd ideally like to drive till about 1 in the morning. We'll see.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I've been on the flex since flex zone.